Hi friends, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Meg, and in today's video we're going to do a hair extensions update. I have now had my hand-tied extensions, the invisible bead method, for a year now, and so I'm going to go over my entire year with this, my thoughts on this, and everything you probably want to know from somebody who's been wearing extensions for a little amount of time. If that interests you, make sure you stick around, but before you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe buttons, so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and make sure to follow along on social media where I talk about attainable beauty and I talk about my hair extensions quite a bit on there as well. So let's go ahead and get started and chat about invisible bead hair extensions. So in this video, I might be repeating myself from other videos that I have shared before, and so you're welcome to skip around, and I will have some timestamps below in the video so you can get to the information that you're specifically looking for. I think it's really important to kind of like explain a tiny bit of the backstory and kind of the experience of wearing these, and then my overall general thoughts and opinions, and probably anything else that I think you might want to know, because this is stuff that I wanted to know. I got invisible bead hair extensions back in September of 2021. I got it done by Siyan Scott. She now has her own salon called Extend Hair Studio. She co-owns it with another stylist, and she specializes in extensions and color. She has got over 17 years of experience. She's very talented. I just really feel like I need to talk about Siyan right away. If you're in the Houston area or even within driving distance, I think she's worth it because she really knows what she's doing. And not only is that her specialty, they have an in-house hair extension brand that they use, and I'll talk about that more in a minute, but like it's just a lot of expertise and a lot of like thought went into this. If you're going to choose somebody, I feel like it needs to be somebody who really knows what they're doing, because this is where your hair we're talking about. This is a pretty delicate thing, and if it's done incorrectly, it can cause a lot of damage, and if it's done correctly, it won't. I have to plug Siyan right away because I feel like she's just incredible. Like I said, I started in September of 2021, and here I am a year later, and you can probably tell, I still have them in my hair, and we switched things up and went back long again. I was like, you know what? Let's do it, because why not? I'm really enjoying it. I want to give you just a quick little recap of why I got hair extensions and then why I went this route, but you're also welcome to watch my other videos on this topic. I will also have linked below. Just as a long story short, I was experiencing a ton of breakage in my hair due to a lot of different things, and it was super frustrating for me. I had a lot of breakage happening as far as up here. It was the craziest thing. I immediately was like, trying to figure out all the things to do to stop it, and then my hair was so thin and fine. It's already fine to begin with, so when the breakage was happening, it was just like there was no way to mask it, so I was wearing like clip-ins in the front of my head to kind of mask the breakage that was happening kind of in the crown. I got a breakage layer kind of right here mostly. It was happening throughout my whole head though. So when I initially got my extensions, it was just great timing for me to just let my hair rehabilitate and just like leave all of this alone and not worry about it. You're like, get extensions to mask the problem. That sounds silly. I put a lot of thought into this before going with this specific method, because this specific method of hair extensions is really geared towards the least amount of tension on the scalp, and their claim is really that it's not going to damage your hair. And after a year of having them, I can 100% say with certainty that they have not caused any damage to my natural hair. If you are not familiar with what invisible bead hair extensions are, let me talk about it. Invisible bead hair extensions basically is a type of hair extension method where they use hand-tied hair wefts. Hand-tied hair is basically sewn in rows across the back of your head with beads. And the great thing about them is, I'll show you. Look. When you flip them up, there are no metal beads exposed on the scalp. This not only ensures that you can wear your hair up from the get-go, and it also ensures that there's less damage to the scalp. These beads are not creating friction along the head, so they're very secure. It's just the way that these are done is awesome. No glue, no tape, nothing. Some sew-in methods could be really damaging to the hair because they're so tight and against the scalp. These are kind of placed in a very specific way where it's not pulling at the scalp at all. And it's also done like strategically on where they're placed so they don't create too much tension. There's like a whole science behind it. I don't understand. I just know that I wanted it. And so I'm so glad I got that. Hand-tied hair means the way that it's manufactured. So it's sewn together and the top seams are really, really thin and lightweight, but you can still have hair density on them. So if it's a machine sewn with, those seams are really, really thick, and those can be pretty damaging to the hair because they are so heavy. Hand-tied hair is very light, but you still have that density of hair. Throughout the last year, I was able to get my initial hair extensions installed, and the hair brand that I use, that Siyan exclusively uses at her salon, is called Sax Ro. It is a hand-tied hair that's 100% human hair, ethically sourced. The women that are paid for the hair that donate are paid fairly. That means a big deal to me in choosing an ethical brand when it comes to that kind of stuff, and they do it amazing. I can tell you that I have never experienced such quality hair before. So when we initially installed that hair, I didn't install it. When Siyan installed my hair in last September, it lasted me a full year. And I probably could have kept going with that hair. I wanted to change it up. I wanted to go longer again. So I felt like a new set of hair would be better for me. I kid you not, finding a great brand of hair is going to make the biggest difference, and is also going to be quite a cost savings to you because you can wear that hair an entire year. And so what we did is that we started longer and we just cut it as the year went on. So it was not only staying healthy and fresh, the ends weren't fraying or anything like that. And then my natural hair was growing to catch up. It was like my hair was growing this way and the extensions were getting shorter and shorter. And so when we got to it was July, I said, I think my natural hair is long enough for me to go down to 1 row and just be really short for the rest of the summer. So that's what we did. And it was such an amazing feeling knowing that my natural hair had grown so much. The damage and the breakage was finally growing out. I was seeing some progress that I could go from 2 rows down to 1 because my hair was catching up and it wasn't like this weird funky length anymore. And I did that for 2 months, and it was the best thing ever because it's so lightweight during the summer and it was really easy to maintain. And some people only need 1 row of extensions. You need 2 if you want to add length. But if you're just adding volume, you only need 1. And so that full year for me, getting to do different things like starting long, going shorter, and going down to 1 row was a lot of versatility for me, and it gave me multiple options. And it also gave me the ability to just really focus on hair health and let the rest of my hair finally catch up to the bottom of my hair and let the breakage layer grow out and trim it in the right places. And I'm just very happy with it. The year was up and I was like, I want to go long again. I want to do this again. Let's go another year. Let's start long again and just repeat the process. I'm going to show a clip of her installing the hair right here. What she did was install 2 rows, and then she custom colored my hair to match the rows. And what I think is really interesting about is you can see some of it looks very contrasting to my darker roots, is that you can get a lot of blonde in your hair from extensions without actually coloring a lot of your natural hair, which I think was very key in helping my hair grow back properly. Siyan is just a master with color. She was able to mask everything and blend it so well. I actually think this looks even better than last year because my natural hair has grown out so much and it's blending so well with the extensions. As far as maintenance goes in the salon, your biggest, longest days are going to be the hair installation day when you do color and hair. Otherwise, you're going to go every 2 months to get it moved up. So I do color every 4 months and I get move ups every 2 months. And to me, that's not a big deal with maintenance. That's not a whole lot. Move up days, you really just go in. What I do is I go in, she moves it up, kind of looks at the hair, like trims any if we need to. And then she tones my hair and then I'm out the door. And then every 4 months is when we do a full color refresh. She'll add a little bit more to the top to kind of bring in the brightness, and then tone and do all the extensions. And again, hair is only once a year. I don't get new hair until the year mark, but I can't guarantee that with other hair brands. So you might have to replace your hair more often. I don't. because I have the best freaking hair. Usually when I do hair videos, I just like literally sit here and play with my hair. I'm so sorry, just please forgive me, please. Maintenance at home has been fairly easy. I wash my hair every 4 to 5 days. I personally don't like going a week. I feel like it really dries out my natural hair, and I like to be able to put that moisture back in, so I wash every 4 to 5 days. I'll link some products below of all my favorite products that I use, and I'm very, very passionate about like caring for my hair at home. Like there's a lot of things that I'll do. I use microfiber hair towels. I have a silk pillowcase. I use sulfate-free stuff. I use hair masks. I oil my hair before I wash it. I try to minimize friction and breakage, and I use protective hairstyles when I go to sleep. Like I'll put it in a braid or kind of like very loosely kind of just clip it on top of my head. All in all, I think it's really important that you take care of your investment of hair extensions. I mean, you're paying a lot of money to have a luxury service done, and it's worth it to really pamper yourself, take care of yourself, use high quality products, great ingredients. So as a final note, I just want to talk about pricing and like what is this kind of investment that we're looking at. And I've said this multiple times. It really just depends on A, how many rows you get, B, how much hair you put in your head, the salon, the stylist, what hair they're using. There's so many different factors. To mentally prepare yourself, this is a luxury. We're talking, you know, in the 4-figure range luxury. I don't want to like scare you with that sticker, but like we all have different budget priorities, and we're not going to shame people for wanting to spend their money the way that they want to spend their money, right? Like we can all spend our money the way we want to, but I just wanted to put that expectation out there for you that it is an investment. And not only are you going to invest financially into this, like you're going to invest your time in taking care of it. Like it's a commitment, but I will say it's an easy commitment for me. Like I don't feel like it's any harder for me to maintain my hair than it was before. I'm not having to redo it every 5 seconds like I was before. Really, like I said, I don't want to throw out specific numbers, but your best bet is to get a consult with Siyan. If you're in Houston, or even I would fly for her if I moved somewhere else. I would literally fly here. I would make sure that the hair brand that they're using is top notch. It's worth it to pay a little bit more for the hair, for that hair to last you a year. And you're going to want to make sure that maintenance is really easy and fits into your schedule. And you're going to want to ask them how much maintenance is when you do your move ups in color. This video, this year update is got a lot of information in it and a lot of stuff, you know, I've already said it multiple times before in my other videos, but I just wanted to give a full picture what the year has been like for me. And just as a whole, I think it's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. You know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give myself a year and see how I feel. Maybe I'll take them out, you know, if I don't like it. Man, you're hooked. I'm gonna warn you, if you get them, you're gonna be hooked. This year's been awesome. I've really enjoyed having the best hair of my life, and I am looking forward to all the fun things that I get to do with my hair in the future with Siyan. So I will update you guys if you're interested in more of like vlogs of me going to the salon and what that looks like. Let me know. I would love to show you like what that maintenance looks like and, you know, maintaining my IBE hair. I would love to do that for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any other questions about my hair extensions or anything else you want to ask, leave it in the comment section. I will make sure to get to you, or you always DM me, email me, whatever. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.